and you can hear him, not hear him, but you can see him mouth, stop, stop. And he's holding her wrist and he's just pushing. And now he's trying to get away, go, get out of there.
He's not the type to like talk about shit. He was always running. Anytime I wanted to talk to him, I'm like, let's sit down and talk. I wasn't always like that, by the way, what you saw in the video. And yeah, I don't know. I just didn't want him to leave. I wanted to talk to him. That was it.
I don't typically go over footage, documented domestic violence situations the way that I will in this video right here. But because this situation is ongoing and there's so many lessons to be learned from this, we absolutely need to, all right? I was scrolling on the Instagram and I found this crazy situation. But not only that, but then the young lady talking about the reasons as why she laid her hands or was dragging down her boyfriend. So many times these situations happen and either they go unreported if the woman is being violent to the man, or the man hits back or strikes back in an emotional reaction to the situation, and then he gets reported for the bullshit. Meanwhile, everything before he reacted never gets documented or talked about it. They want equality today, but they don't realize that with that equality is the treatment of the sexes the same way. Therefore, equal rights, equal lefts. Let's get after it. Now, I can't play the music on this because it's copyrighted. It's that nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday soundbite that's been going viral all over TikTok. So just have that in your head as this plays. All right, let's go. All right, so this is currently being recorded unbeknownst to each of them. So you'll see he is trying to push her off of him, and she is doing everything in her power to just either hold him there or to take the keys or something. I'm not sure, but she's the damn Terminator. She's the T-1000 right now, stopping at nothing. And you can hear him, not hear him, but you can see him mouth, stop, stop. And he's holding her wrist and he's just pushing. And now he's trying to get away, go, get out of there, scream. All right, and then you can see her trying to open a door and then walk off as this is just another day at the park. This is just what she does. This shit is normal to her, right? This is yet another relationship, yet another toxic interaction, right? I'm just so happy in watching this content that he got away at the end of the day, because this type of situation could go so incredibly wrong so quickly, whether or not it's you landing in prison for the night, right? Or you reacting in a way to further defend yourself, and then she gets marked up, she has a cut. You know, oftentimes within content like this, I often say, guys, keep your hands to yourself, because at the end of the day, if she wants to take it there, right? If she wanted to be vindictive, call the cops and say he did X, Y, and Z, number one, he'd be saved because there's a camera footage there that ended up getting uploaded to the internet. But then also putting hands on her just increases the chances of something bad happening to you. But I understand when you're in some of these situations, you cannot have someone literally preventing you from movement. So therefore, you need to defend yourself in some way. Or sometimes what these crazy chicks do is that they either tell their ex-boyfriend or their brothers that you put hands up on them, all right? And for that, I say never be aligned to these chicks. Like at the point that you recognize that they have the aptitude to do some shit like this, cut it off. Separate yourself at that moment. Listen, my G, I know that she does some weird things with your eggplant, all right? Some things that you ain't never had before within your life. And I understand that because she's crazy as shit. She's willing to go there, all right? I understand that the viscous innards is beyond viscosity, all right? It's a whole nother level. But trust me when I say you do not want to risk your livelihood for the suppleness of her insides. Plenty more where that came from another young lady who is not as crazy. Nevertheless, not only the comment section is lighting her up right now, but she also had a video response to that situation that we are getting ready to go over. But situations like this also remind me the craziness of some people that's out there. So guys, you must ensure that you are protecting not only your physical presence, but also your digital presence. So shout out to today's sponsor that allows me to protect my digital presence. Quick emergency meeting. I was recently searching for my name online and found way too much personal information, which brought me down this weird rabbit hole of how that could have happened, and found out that there's companies out there called data brokers that will sell your data to marketers, scammers, and even stalkers. And it's a nasty, disgusting feeling knowing that there's bad actors out there selling my information, selling your information for profit. But that's why I'm recommending today's sponsor, Aura. Now, I use Aura to automatically remove my information from these sites and keep my information off. But they do other things as well, such as bank fraud and identity theft alerts, VPN access. But guys, utilize my link down in the description box down below for a 14-day trial. At least see if you've been compromised. Privacy is king in this day and age, and you should know if your information is out there. So again, utilize my link, aura.com/MTR, in the description box down below to try 2 weeks free. That's way more than enough time to see if your personal data has been exposed. Go now, click on that link and sign up. It's free. At least see if your information is publicly available or if you've been exposed to reduce the chances of these crazy chicks finding your information. Now let's go over some of the comments so we can see what the people is talking about before we get into her explanation. Quote her, "We broke up because he was abusive." Damn, it's crazy. That's also like when the breakup happens because she said that you was a narcissist. Meanwhile, she was the incredible narcissistic one. Yo, is he really fighting for his life with that lightweight? See, the thing is that, you know, if you would to actually push her, right, which he can obviously do. He's way bigger than the lovely young lady. But the thing is that he had to grab her wrist and kind of push her. So to not disperse all of his force into her, and then she goes back, hits the gravel, and then she's got some marks on her. So he's essentially trying to wrist control and push. And for defending himself, I actually think it was one of the best options for him. All jokes aside, as a black man, shit, F black man, any man. All jokes aside, as a man, let me fix it for you. This is a terrifying situation. She's pretty strong. Is he struggling? That little girl is strong. She's definitely the problem. He's going to try to leave and not trying to hurt her. Yeah, absolutely. And thank God they got the tapes, because if she was going to levy some accusation like that, always be able to pull the tapes is always a good thing. Somebody's always watching, and I'm on TikTok somewhere. She keeps coming. You got to throw her over the fence to get a head start with laughing emojis. I mean, and that's the thing, is that if the genders were flipped, these laughing emojis would be, but black men never protect black women. Oh. Meanwhile, the reality of these situations, and shout out to Rhoda Brickface Osmond. Matter of fact, I got to check up on her court case to see where she's at with it, is that this is the reality. It's not that a man hit you unprovoked. It's that you started or you instigated the situation and that man responded. Well, in her case, I don't think a brick was ever utilized to begin with. Nevertheless, this man is showing hella restraint on a woman putting her hands on someone, and her no emotional reaction on her face, purely calm, right? As if she does this shit all day. No tears, no stress. As a DV survivor, she's the abuser. He's desperately trying to leave the situation. When my abuser trapped me is when I'd go absolutely mad. And this is a woman writing this. Being unable to leave and get away from the abuse makes you do anything to get away. I put myself in the hospital with an injury to force him to let me leave. Now, within that comment, let's go to her comments to see how she's justifying the bullshit.
And I'm in the car and I get a message talking about, oh, is this? Yeah. What happened? Okay, I think we got enough people. I thought it was gonna be more because people were talking all that shit, but I guess not. People are all talk. I was really waiting for it. Anyways, so basically what happened was, literally,
by the way, let me say this. I found her page because she actually commented on the video and said, hey, this is me. Come over to my page so I can tell you guys a story. So when she says that she's waiting for all of these people, apparently she wanted to utilize this as a clout moment. But where she didn't get the viewers, because this video has like 100 views, we will, all right? Comment down in the comment box down below, by the way, how you feel about this situation.
I'm chilling with my friend. And I'm in the car and I get a message talking about, oh, is this you? So I click on it and I'm like, oh, I already know I was like, I'm like, who the recorded this shit? Like, that was my first reaction. I'm like, what the Okay, so now let's get into what happened that day, because
Sure.
that's just how I found out. Okay, cool. So basically, this day, I was supposed to be starting a new job. I work nights. I was supposed to be starting working nights, whatever, cool. He was already working. No, I think it was his first day too. No, yeah, it was his first day too. It was both our first day. Okay. And
Is that Lucky Charms behind her?
we were supposed to do something that day. We were living somewhere. I had moved out of my mom's house already. I was with him. So we were somewhere else, and we were supposed to do like apartment stuff or some shit like that. And I wanted to hang out with my sister. For a little bit. And guys, this is the past version of us, so don't come at him. Like, it's not that serious.
Oh, they still together?
So basically, like, I wanted to chill with my sister, cool. And I don't know, he didn't like that. He didn't want me to hang out with my sister. Then he was like, okay, let's do the apartment stuff. I'm like, bro, like, we could do it after when I'm done. Okay. But then he was like, all right, bet. Then I'm gonna go to New Jersey because his friend was over there.
Okay.
Bro, you think I'm not gonna get tight? What? I'm in Manchester, New Hampshire. Why do you want to go to New Jersey? Like, you know what I mean? Like, in the moment, I'm pissed. Like, what do you think I'm thinking?
You
like,
hit him
whatever.
because
Obviously,
you didn't want him to leave?
let him go. He was gonna go eventually. Hello, but I'm trying to get him to stay. Him, he can even admit it if he wants to or not. He's not the type to like talk about shit. He was always running. Anytime I wanted to talk to him, I'm like, let's sit down and talk. I wasn't always like that, by the way. What you saw in the video. He never.
I wasn't always like that. What we saw in the video is absolutely incredible. It don't matter what you try to lie to us about what you were not like previously. We can see how you are right now. And right now, you get on the internet looking like you're gloating, like you're proud to be a man beater. It's a shame.
Never wanted to talk. And me, I'm the person that needs to talk, especially if we already agreed. Like, he said he was gonna start talking, but never did. Okay, cool. But you said New Jersey. If he would, like, I would have just let him go. But come on, that's hours away. That's just crazy. But bet he went anyways. So it was not worth doing all that. I know, but I really liked him a lot. And yeah, I don't know. I just didn't want him to leave. I want to talk to him. That was it.
That's your excuse.
That literally was it. Then, later on that night, he comes
You know what's crazy is that I really thought she was going to say some shit like he cheated on me or something like that.
back because it was a go and come back thing because he literally has work. His first day is night shift. He came back. I had already removed all my stuff from the apartment because I was not thing. And he called me saying, are you serious? Like, blah, blah, blah. He started the job. I didn't end up going. Like, whatever. And yeah, but still wasn't communication. So yeah, that's what happened. Like, you guys take a clip and swear you know what happened. Then you act like y'all don't want to know what happened, but then deep down inside you want to know what happened. Not obviously a lot of people want to know, and a lot of people did not follow me like that. So it's like, you know, but a lot of people are talking shit in the comments. And I'm gonna let them think whatever. But that was the story. It's on Instagram. It's on some guy's page. I don't know his name. I only have 2 phones, and I'm using both of them, so I cannot look it up. Did y'all make up? Eventually, yeah. Literally. Yes. Yeah. But then we ended up breaking up for real. Like, later on.
Sensational.
And that's that. And we're cool.
Yeah, I mean, you know, so the thing is that, you know, at the end of the day, I could talk about whatever it is that I talk about, and I can cast, you know, negative response or feedback into the things that I see here today. But at the end of the day, if you a guy and you decide to go back to crazy, then you were just as crazy. You just as crazy. I swear for God, some chick lay her goddamn hands up on me like that. Crazy. Must be out your goddamn mind, let alone go back to that. For what? I wouldn't even go back to a chick like this if it was just for butt. We don't know the context of this situation. It probably is not a relationship. I know I said boyfriend, girlfriend earlier, but I don't know. It probably was not. She just wanted him to stay and wanted to demonstrate how much she wanted him to stay, and thinks that it's cute to lay hands on somebody like that, to pull a man down like that, irrespective of the consequences. But at the end of the day, the behavior gets rewarded with more eggplant, with more time, more resources. So why would they change? Why would they want something different? You know, a lot of the fall of grace of men in society is due to letting shit like this go consequence-free, letting shit like this go unchecked. It is. It's incumbent on the men to change. It's incumbent on the men to have standards, because without the standards, then we create the same type of young ladies that we complain about.
Literally, he's on the phone right now hearing all this. He's right there. So, yeah.
Wow, look at the smile. You know, and the fact is that, you know, an abuser has no race, creed, color, religion. I don't care about the facial symmetry. She could be a 10 out of 10. She could be a 1 out of 10. She could be skinny, athletic, in shape, or big-backed. It could be anything, but you cannot tell. Due to the symmetry in their face, you might think that they might be sweeter, they might be nicer, but it has no bearing at all. And no matter what, it continues to remind me that my decision as a man is going to determine the likelihood of success within my life. And I can guarantee you, a young man that has this type of baggage or allows this type of woman into his life, even if it's not for relationship, he does not have a lot of results that will be generated within his life. Why? Because this is baggage, right? Why? Because this is risky. And the more risk to get you outside of what you need to do, your passion, your purpose, the value that you're delivering to society, the less likely that you will be successful. This equation is as old as time, but I just cannot believe that there's men out here that are tolerating men beaters for some cooch. I think it's sick, sad, and disgusting, and deplorable. Well, ma'am, you wanted your clout. Here it is. I would suggest everybody down in the audience right now, if you have a feeling, a thought, an ideology, you write it down up in the comments section so we can have a fantastic discussion as it refers to this. All of my G's out there, if you experience something like this and you want to tell other members of the MT Army what are the red flags, what are the key indicators, what you should be looking out for in order to not get in a situation like this, write your stories down in the comment box as well. There's a ton of people that as soon as they click on the video, they're just looking at the comment section. So your participation helps push the community forward as well. And last but not least, guys, go click on that Aura link. Continue to support the channel. And also because removing your information online from these predatory websites who get paid to disseminate your information is important. All of these damn companies having access to it so like women like her can find it, find you, even if you left the situation and utilize that information against you. Go up on a T-app and post some bullshit. You must do everything in your power to stop the spread and protect yourself, just like I have. All right, guys, drop me your comments down below. Hopefully you've made it to this portion of the conversation and now you've not just thrown your phone across the room. You're like, I can't believe this shit. I can't believe that they can do this shit. They talk about equality. This ain't equality. A dude, another man hanging off your coattails and you trying to get into a car. It's clubbing season. You know what I'm saying? Well, drop me your comments down below. Let's have a conversation. Let's have a conversation about it. I appreciate you guys. Hopefully you learned something from the conversation. And I will see you guys soon, all right? Everybody needs to keep their damn hands to themselves. Everybody, all right? Until next time, you two. Peace.
She belongs to the street.
Girl, don't hold my hand. You a mattress actress on the OnlyFans. Get your money, girl, but damn, how is that your only plan? What you gonna do when you get too old to strip and dance? Get up out your echo chamber screaming period and yes. You a low down dirty woman if you try to get knocked up by a high value man.